We're looking at question 15 on the AP Statistics Midterm Review Packet, and in this one, we're given information about a lobster fisherman. It says, and the general idea of it is that we have the number of lobsters in traps based off of 12 different hulls. And so you can see the numbers up above, and we're being asked, are there any outliers in this distribution according to the 1.5 Iqr rule? Now, what's nice about this is this problem does tell you, hey, according to the 1.5 Iqr rule, but you're not always going to be told that. I mean, I would ask this question saying which values in the above distribution are outliers. You're expected to know how to find the outliers using the 1.5 Iqr rule. Now, the reason I'm explaining this is because it does play a role in a trick answer. So they do give you that statement, but if they don't, one of those choices is actually a trick. So I'm given this, well, if I want to figure out how to find the outliers, let's remember what an outlier is. An outlier with the 1.5 Iqr rule says your lower boundary is Q1 minus 1.5 Iqr. And upper boundary is Q3 plus 1.5 Iqr. So that's the 1.5 Iqr rule. Now let's put this in context. I need to find my Iqr. So to find my Iqr, I'm going to find my median. And since there's 12 total hulls, I'm going to have 6 to the left and 6 to the right. So right now my median is actually between those two 5s. It's not the 5 on the left side, it's not the 5 on the right side, it's between them. So that means my first quartile is going to split the last 6 numbers, the 0 all the way to the 5 there. And if it does that, then halfway between those is going to be 3. Not the 3's in the set there, but halfway between the 3 and the 3 given there. Because I'm going to have 3 to the left, 3 to the right. That's a lot of 3's. Maybe I should explain it with the third quartile. And so if you look at the third quartile, I have to the right 5, 6, 7, 7, 12, 14. That's 6 numbers. So I'm going to find the middle, that's halfway between those two 7's, which again, an average of that would be 7. But you notice I have 3 in between each one. So if I want to find my information, I want to find my Iqr, I'm going to do Q3 minus Q1. Remember, Iqr is a number, not an interval. So in this case, I'm going to do 7 minus 3, and that's going to give me an Iqr of 4. So that's good news. And also it's good news because now by finding my Iqr, I found my Q1, and I found my Q3. So I can plug it up to the formula up there and proceed. So when I do that, I'm going to get the following information. I'm going to get here that my Iqr is 4, and I'm going to multiply by 1.5, which is 6. So 3 minus 6 is negative 3, 7 plus 6 is 13. So if I look at the choices up there, I can see that no number is below negative 3 because you can't have negative lobsters in a trap. But I do see in the data set up above that the number 14 is bigger than 13. So therefore, 14 is an outlier on the high end. And so I'm thinking the answer is going to be B. Hey, I'm right. Now, do be careful here. Like I said, there was an actual trick answer. Because if they did not tell you, according to the 1.5 Iqr rule, if they just asked the question by saying which values in the above distribution are outliers and did not give you the hint to use 1.5 Iqr, the choice that is a trick is option C. And the reason why is because option C is would be found by a person who does not multiply the Iqr by 1.5. They just find the Iqr of 4. And if you do 7 plus 4, you get 11, and therefore you would think 12 and 14 are outliers on the high end. So again, the wording of this question didn't make that one a trick choice, but if they were to remove that hint in the beginning, it would have been a trick problem. So hopefully this clarifies how to do problem 15.